Hello everybody, welcome back to Blue Harvest Vintage, and I've got another book review for you. This is the Beckett Everything You Need to Know About Collecting Star Wars Collectibles. It's quite an old book. I got it on Amazon actually a couple of years back. Original price $25 to $5.99. So yeah, it's ID8 here. They've got a price guide as well in this. This was first edition 1998, so pre-episode 1. I just thought it would be an interesting book for you to look at. There's the original X-Wing. It's I don't know if that's the prototype, to be honest with you, because the guns are white. Unless it's just a painting, I don't know. Yeah, so it's just all about collecting Star Wars. Obviously, all vintage. Up until Power Force 2, probably. And I've not really looked into this book. It's just something for us to look at. All the different vehicles there. That's got to be the die cast, because they didn't do it. They did the Star Destroyer playset, but not a vehicle, obviously, for obvious reasons. Yeah, that's the vintage large replica of Star Wars vehicles are still sought after by collectors, and for good reason. The AT-AT is worth $125 loose, and it's probably worth about that in pounds. That is the original X-Wing, but again it looks... I'm not sure about that. Because I'm sure mine was all in one piece. That seems to be in 3 pieces, doesn't it? Again, might be a prototype. Yak face, got myself one of those. I'm not really bothered about it, to be honest with you, but you've got to have it in your collection if you want the full loose. I haven't got the staff, because it didn't come with the staff in the UK. A 12-inch Boba. Figure list at $200 loose. This, going back to the valuations, it's probably about right for pounds, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's gone up much since then, to be honest with you, but we've got the variations. I was talking about this on the podcast this week. The small and big head ham. I've also had the big head. I have seen the small head, but not a very good condition one. That's Power of the Force 2 12-inch. The original Scout Walker, one of my favourite vehicles. Again, another X-Wing. I think this has been weathered. Again, they've got different ones. I mean, the colouring of it. It's been weathered. Unless that is the Power of the Force version, as I thought they changed it with the Power of the Force, but maybe it was. Let's read. The new large vehicles feature more details, battle scars than the older versions. There you go. This X-Wing's familiar looking outer unit on board. Listed at $10, lowest $30 in its packaging. So yeah, we're going back to that one. That is probably the Power of the Force 2 reissue using the same moulds. I didn't know that. Something like something new every day. And again, that's the... So they did bring it out of the Power of the Force 2 then, because it's obviously not for the figures, but you can see it's must have sound effects on it. The Power of the Force 2 12-inch. So a lot of Power of the Force 2 in here, as it's 1998 there will be. The reissues and the up-to-date characters to it, because I talked about the first 12 in this week's podcast, and I talked about the vinyl cape Jawa, Chewbacca, of course. How to collect Star Wars collectibles. Does size matter? The 12-inch Darth Vader ride is harder to find and worth more than a small figure. Well, yeah, it will be what, because it's rarer, to be honest with you. But trying to get one with the tip on the lightsaber is quite difficult. I don't have two of them, to be honest with you. Power of the Force 2. Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, I much prefer the original vintage version. Jeremy Corbyn, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ben Kenobi. With the bent tip. Empire Strikes Back, R2-D2. With a slightly wonky sticker. Greedo. I've still to get another one of those. Snaggletooth. Bespin Guard. That's the Power of the Force 2 Millennium Falcon. Again, using the same moulds, but updating it slightly. It has lights, sound. I think it has sound effects. Or those light up, and they've got lights at the front. I'm sure. Yeah, there's the button there. But sound effects, slightly better sound effects than the vintage version, but I much prefer the vintage version. I mean, it's exactly the same, apart from the lights. But I don't know. I would prefer the vintage, obviously. Gonk. It's filthy as well. I could think they could have cleaned it before they photographed it. Vintage action figures and price guide. Now, that is the original 3PO. $15 lows, £150 in package. Depends which card back you're looking at. If you're looking at first 12, it's going to be worth more than $150, obviously. Death Squad Commander. The Star Droid. Yeah, I mean, we never played with these, but you can never get one that's got a black shoulders like that. I mean even this one's. We didn't even play with these. Why? There's some figures that you didn't play with that are always mint. There's some that's got the nose rub because of the bubbles, and the Death Star droid. I think I've seen one. Well, I had one Death Star droid that had perfect black shoulders. They were case fresh, minty, but it's probably because when you've stored them, when you've had them, it's probably been rubbing up against the other figures, and it's the black has come off his shoulders. Boba Fett. Let's see what $40 loose, 1,200 in a package. No, a bit more than that, but not far off really. Not too bad considering it's a 21-year-old book. Again, it gets you prices of loose figures. Let's see, telescoping lightsaber Luke, $250. Blue Snag, $175. Maybe about $250 now, I would have thought. I mean, I don't use it. I won't use this as a guide, but it's quite interesting. Another Chewbacca. We've had one already. We've had a vinyl cape Jawa. $3,000 in package. No. $300 lows. No, they're about 1,000, 900 to 1,000 lows. Greedo again. Hammerhead. I don't like Hammerhead actually. You can get him with different eyes. If you're a Ahmed completist, all the different eye combinations must drive you crazy. Then again, Leia with... I don't know, that blaster looks a bit white to me. Could be wrong. I also have been. Yeah. Sure, there'll have been a wider muzzle version. Look at ginger hair. And a bit of pink. The original R2 is got his stickers quite straight on that, but that's not the early bird version because it's a deeper blue in the early bird version. Blow snag, £175, $175 those. Big head Han R5. One of my favourite characters, favourite figures. Walrus Man, never liked him. Never. I mean, look at the colours of him. It's just... I just don't know why they actually did that, to be honest with you. Yeah, a lot of you might enjoy Walrus Man, but not me. Go on, how many stormtroopers did you own? I think I had about 3 or 4. A couple of snowtroopers. Sand People. Now, I can't remember ever owning a droid. No, I mean a Sand People. But I don't think I ever had a Jawa, to be honest with you. These figures are not mint at all, are they? But they're played with. That's the whole point of them. 2-1B, I like him. The Attack Commander. Another Bespin Guard. That's that driver. Can never hold his rifle. Hey, Bosk. Oh, a little lady Lando with teeth. That would be worth quite a bit now. I don't know, it'd be worth more than $60 here. El Regreso del Jedi. Quite interesting to have one of those Mexican cards. Oh, Dengar. Never ever liked Dengar. Terrible figure. Terrible. He only stands up because of his gun. Twin put cloud car, trying to get his radio. It's nightmare. A non-repro one at that. Never buy repro, of course. That's a reseal. That's been resealed, by the look of it. Target, $2.49. Wow. IG-88. Now, did IG-88 come out before Bespin Luke, or was it the other way around? Because that's the first figure with two weapons. I'd like to think it's Bespin Luke, but it's probably not. A Stormtrooper. Why would Dengar have the same gun, same rifle? I said borrowed it off one of the Stormtroopers. Carded Ben Kenobi. I had a carded Meccano Ben Kenobi on my day trip to Boulogne. Again, that barrel's quite wide. It is the blue version though. It's not the same one. Hope not holding his bag properly. There you go. The best figure. Never brought out. That could actually be a POC version because it's got the gap between his lightsaber and his belt. And I never thought that actually ever looked like Luke. See, the sculpts in the Empire Strikes Back were getting better. Because we're getting action poses. Because instead of just standing straight like that, you actually had to stand him legs apart, which was pretty good. It was a good figure. It was the best spin Han. A lot of people like the Hoth Han, but I prefer the Bespin Han, I think. Yoda, brown snake Yoda. I need a cane. I'm after a cane at the moment. Everybody out there wants to donate one. No teeth. Lando. I've got no teeth. Lando. 88. Fall on. Guess it's Furlong. Another sought after weapon. I think it's classed as the Endor pistol. And that's the actual producer of Return of the Jedi. How see holding. I don't know. Well, it's the Lily Ledy Bag Scout because of the small snout. Gamorrean Guard. I've always liked that figure as well. I remember when it first came out. The first Ewok out, Jiffy Chipper. Yeah, and as I say, in the upgrades in the figures, when the Return of the Jedi came out, we started getting loose helmets, which was a step up. The Emperor. Bib with his it's that little lady, the cloak. Another Ewok, oh great. Got one of those carded. I think everybody has. It's funny that they brought C-3PO after. So these are Empire Strikes Back ones. Oh, strange. Just gonna quickly go through these now. Droids cartoon. There's his wonky sticker again. Signed by Kenny Baker. I've got a signed R2-D2 by Kenny Baker. 9 num. One of the free offers figures. And he's not holding his rifle. Rey's my least favourite figure, so I'm going to quickly go past that. Yeah, I can remember getting the Luke Jedi. And I had a snap cape. So I don't know if it was a blue or a green lightsaber. I think it was a green lightsaber with a snap cape. I remember this. I remember it distinctly. The snap cape. Now are these Endor blasters or pilot blasters? I'm not sure. It gets me out. Lando's still got his Jabba blaster. Shouldn't he have a pilot blaster? I don't know. I'll more on that in a minute. Didn't know she could put it in a holster. I'll have to check that out of mine. Paraplu. And to the 12-inch. Maybe not going to talk about the Endor Luke that didn't have a removable helmet, and also had a Jabba's Palace blaster. So going on to the Power of the Force 2. There he is, look, the producer of Return of the Jedi. Not a big Power of the Force 2 guy. They're okay, some of them. I've got a few. Not many. Obviously a lot of these will be carded because I think people thought that I actually had that signed. His wife's got it. or it's gone missing, shall we say. But, yeah. Power of the Force 2's something that people thought were going to be valuable, so they kept them in the packets, and it turns out they're not as valuable as the original vintage, obviously. Palpatine. Obviously these are better quality figures than the first wave. I don't think was very good, but as the sculpt got better, I mean the figures are obviously better than the original vintage ones, but we prefer the vintage ones because that's what we played with. These stayed in the packets. I mean, I didn't even collect these. Very first Tarkin ever brought out, unfortunately. The sculpts are really good. They are really good figures. But the kids that watched the original Star Wars were now growing up and buying these and keeping them in the packets. Or pretended to buy them for the kids, like I did. But I was more Lego for my son than figures. I don't think he was really old enough. I did start buying him later on for him, but by 2005 when episode 3 came out, it was only 10, so it was in that in between period. I've got that one with the black vest as opposed to the brown. This label here, which we won't ever see again, unfortunately. I bet we will. I bet we will eventually. On 12-inch. Oh, that's pretty good. The Wamp is really good. If you've got any actual vintage one of those, they're worth quite a bit. But that's about the Force one. That's the original one. Can't really tell much because I actually saw one. I bought one of those in a charity shop once, and I thought it was. I knew it wasn't a vintage one. Put it that way. I knew it wasn't going to be a vintage one, but I bought it anyway. $200 in the package. Maybe a bit more than that now, especially if you got the chin guns. And they need to be smoky chin guns like that, not clear like that people try and get away with. Again, we're going through the same pictures, the playsets and the vehicles. At the vintage Imperial shuttle. It's very stained. That's the is that the Power of the Force one? It looks like an original one to me. The micro collection. That's something I want to talk about. Whitefield. Original Land Speeder. That's the Power of the Force. Slave one. Same mould again. Same mould. Just different colouring. Oh, the vintage speeder bike. My favourite vehicle. I loved it. I had 2 of them. Should have got 3 really, but yeah, the micro collection is something I don't know if anybody's actually ever talked about it, to be honest with you. I would like to. Droid Factory. Somebody actually gave me one of them for nothing, saying because I was into Star Wars, and they gave me it, and I didn't know what the hell it was. Never seen it before. I thought I got a 3-legged R2-D2. Where's that come from? I thought it's a knockoff. I split it off. It's got cardboard, plastic based, but cardboard. That I like. I would like one of those. Probot set. Vintage skiff, very, very expensive. Very rare, very expensive. The vintage collection ones come out now. Go with your sail barge if you have one of those beasts. The original vintage TIE Interceptor. That's Power of the Force Snow Speeder. You can tell by the look at it. And that is a vintage Skywalker. Oh, it says ceramic. Is it? It's not, is it? That's the puppet. Surely that's a puppet. Maybe I'm wrong, but it does have the hair like the puppet. Maybe I'm wrong. His neck doesn't look like it moves. But it does look similar. Well, this is Yoda. Millennium Falcon plate. Clock. Pete's Hope box. Would anybody want to collect that? Star Wars colouring box. What are you going to colour that with? How are you going to colour that? You've got a grey Star Destroyer and Vader's already black, so unless you want to colour it like the Crayola Vader that's just come out, that's maybe where they got the idea from. Because it's not a prototype in any stretch of the imagination. Printer materials. Han Solo and the Lost Legacy. I had all 3 of those books in one novel, and I could never get through it because it was so hard, so tedious. The Empire Strikes Back Mix and Match storybook. Kenny colouring book. Wow, that's a good picture of Leia I've not seen before. Empire Strikes Back story. Oh, the Ewoks join the fight. They got the 7-inch telling you the story. I remember getting that. I don't know if it was that or the red one. When I actually went to the pictures, went to the cinema to see something. I can never remember what it is, but I remember having either that or the red one as well, and seeing the picture of a Star Destroyer going towards what I thought was the old Death Star being rebuilt. Don't get any ideas, JJ. The original book. Well, not the original, but I've seen that in the charity shop. I think we're £20 for it, something ridiculous like that. Collected album, The World of Star Wars, a compendium of fact and fantasy from Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back. Comics adaptation, storybook. The comics, obviously. Remember that one. Wow. What was that? That's Snaggletooth. I've seen that picture before. Poster Monthly. Remember those? They were just like a poster. 79 action figures. Postcards. Poster. That's quite good. Movie programme. Another pizza hut box. That's a bit better to colour in. Burger King glasses. Bedspreads. I'm sure I had that. I'm almost positive I had that. Oh, Halloween costumes. With nameplates. You're dressing up as Yoda, you got a picture of yourself on. What the hell? Oh dear. Cookie jars? I wonder if that's, is that Sigma? Is it Sigma? Maybe not. Shampoo and bubble bath. Oh, look at Chewbacca there. What's he holding? Oh my. Oh, look at Yoda's face. How can you get Yoda's face so wrong? Oh dear. There you go, there's a Puppet Master. The box was battered like that, but it was the Palitoy one I had. Oh no, that's not the... Oh, that's not the puppet neither. Yoda Jedi Master, question and answerer. Ah. Certain that cannot be. Plates. Used to be a big thing, but nobody collects. So there you go. That is the Beckett. Everything you need to know about collecting Star Wars collectibles. Thought you might like to see that one. If there's any books that you might like me to review, let me know. I'll order them. Or if you want to send me a book to review, that'd be most helpful. But until then, I find another book to review. It's been lovely to be with you today, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello there, welcome to Blue Harvest Vintage. Today's video I'm going to just show you a few pickups, my latest pickups. I've got a nice little collection. I won it on eBay and the guy actually kind enough to bring it to me. They're not the best, but for the price I paid, they're pretty good. It's low grey. Everybody's got a low grey. It's a 77 back. As you can see, the card is slightly bent. Got a lot of veining, a lot of creases, but the card itself is not. There's not like marks on it, anything like that. The bubble is firmly attached. firmly attached with the cross hatching, as you can see. You can see that? I can't see the cross hatching. Yeah, obviously it is yellowed, very yellowed. The staff is still attached. It's not such a bad card, that. I'll give it probably a 70, 75. But we don't do grading. We don't do grading anyway. So stop that. Next one. They're all Return of the Jedi cards. Is a Gamorrean guard. Got a bit of a price stick going on there. I mean, I couldn't give these a wipe, I think, to be honest with you. I think the card is not the best. As you can see, the corners a bit of missing there. Another price sticker there. Edgings not the best and bent on the corner. Again, it's 77 back. The corners are, it's not the best at all. It doesn't bother me. It's still on the card. That's what matters to me. The bubble again is yellowed. It's a bit crushed at the top there, but no cracking. No cracking at all. Bit of dust though. Again, it's got the heat press on the there's a bit of an issue with the coming away at the bottom. Doesn't look like it's been resealed though, which is good. So that's not too bad. As I say, I'm not too bothered. They're going to go in cases. That's going to have to go in an extra big case. Next we have a Squid Head. Again, this is a nice card actually. Quite straight. 65 back. It's a lot better than the other two. It's there's no corner wear. There's been a price sticker there. Wish people would leave these price stickers on. The bubble is slightly yellow, but not nearly as much as the other two. Firmly attached. Gun is sellotaped in. So that's a really good card. That deserves to go in a case, to be honest with you. Next we have a Biker Scout. Got like a fold mark, creasing, veining across the top. It is unpunched. It is unpunched, but unfortunately the bubble is significantly cracked. We've got a piece missing there, but nothing we can do about that. It's slightly yellowed. Still sealed, pretty good. The weapon is still there, sellotaped in. Good job it's sellotaped in, and else it would have escaped. So the figure is nearly mint. Well, as mint as you can get, then with being still attached to the card. It's again a 65, and the card is, apart from that crease there, it's been unpunched. It's not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Just a shame about the bits missing and the cracking and everything. But being in a card, being in a case, it'll be not too bad. And the last of the figures is Lando Calrissian. Again, a very nice card. Very straight, unpunched. 77 back. I love the feel of these old cards. Why they do reproductions, I never know. You can never recreate the feel of the original vintage cards. The bubble, slightly yellowed, not too bad, not as bad as the first two. Bit of a I don't know if that's sticker related. I don't want to press it too much. The stuff's obviously still sellotapped in. The helmet's still in. Everything's all sealed very nicely, and that it'd be close to 85, 90. I would have thought. It's just a bit of a shame about the yellowing of the bubble. Looks like it's been in a house that's had a smoker in it, unfortunately. And lastly, another thing I got from him is the Desert Sail Skiff. The box sealed at the bottom. It's been cut up, and this if you didn't know that'd be pretty good. That'd be, looks like it's sealed, to be honest with you. Condition of the box. Well, it's not 100%, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad whatsoever. Little bits missing on the sides, obviously, where shelfware or whatever. Bit of bending there, but all in all, it's a really good box. It's got the flaps, everything. Bit of tearing there, bit of tearing. You can see that. Bit of tearing there and there, but nothing that's too untoward. Let's get this bad boy out. There you go. So clicks. Got the plank. I don't know how that works, so I've never had one of these before. It's got all the bits for the sides and the canopy. And, best thing of all, for its instructions, it's stickers. I think they do look original to me. Certainly not reproductions. Got the instructions. Original instructions. Oh, it's underneath that you pull the plank away from him. That's pretty good. And look at that. Return Jedi Collections catalogue. New figures. Amazing little catalogue. It's really interesting to look through this. That skiff available in 1995. So that's when the Renko was new. So that was coming out, but 1985. So this must have been 1983, 83, 84. Who would have thought? 84, right? So that was coming out the year after. Remember, this is a year after the film, and these are still coming out, and that's coming out 2 years after. So they're still trying to plug it. That's why. Surprised anybody bought anything like that. It's 2 years after the film. Can you imagine that? There's not even a picture of the Imperial shuttle. It's a drawing of it. The lightsaber there. I remember those. And the stand that it had them in. And the Baggy Scout pistol. Join the official Star Wars fan club. So there you go. That is a nice little collection I thought I'd share with you. If there's anything that you would like me to review, or anything that you'd like me to buy that I can show you, that's no problem. Just get in touch with me, leave notes in the comments, and I will be doing more of these videos as soon as I do buy some new things. So subscribe, press that bell so you get a notification every time I put a new video up. So that's it for this video. We'll see you on the next one.